Alright, to Arborstone. Let me check your message, Arcadus. Pyrite Dorado. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, talk to Valeria to find out what she knows about Kurzik magic. So we're gonna do a Kurzik ritual, okay?
Look who it is. I was starting to think you forgot about me.
Sorry I've been such a stranger. I promise I'll drop by more. I have a lot more time these days. Well, except today. Long story short, performing a sealing ritual.
Is that a bug?
Ah, okay, let me think.
That's a bug. He should be here, right?
Sealing rituals? I don't have the incantations memorized by heart or anything, but during my youth, I may have spent an embarrassing amount of time sulking around the library's occult section. If I were you, I'd start with the Kestrel Archives. They have a whole collection on ritual magic. Bet there's something useful.
Search the Kestrel Archives for information on Kurzik ward spells, okay? We can do that. Is that upstairs or what? I think that's up, right?
This is a place of refuge, not a den of it.
Excuse me. Are you okay?
Oh, moron.
Oh, I took a long journey on a flying boat out of Canada.
Alright, library book. Number 1. So you've brought a wait, raising your wallow the right way. Okay, so you've brought home to your new fauna family. Or you've brought home your new fauna family member. Congrats! Though some might find their robust appearance intimidating, these gentle giants are known for forming very strong familial bonds, but not so fast. In order to gain their trust, your wallow must be treated with both respect and patience. Proper training is key too. Your reading is interrupted by a large chunk of the page missing from the book. Upon closer inspection, it seems this page has been chewed by a wallow. You suspect the previous reader had their work cut out for them. That's funny. Saint Victor, a legacy encased in jade. Okay. We find ourselves at the Harvest Temple, perched on the edge of history. As Visu's strike lands, time itself seems to pause, as if rendered a mere spectator of fate. It is here that Shiro stands, frozen, unarmed, vulnerable. Okay. From opposing sides of the room, Saint Victor and Archimorus lock gazes. Together they stride, side by side, two bodies choreographed by destiny. Saint Victor grabs the first of the blade. Oh, is this the moment where they kill Shiro? He palms the handle, still hot with Shiro's fury. Archimorus grasps the second. Each angles a blade towards Shiro's sides. Shiro inhales, closes his eyes, waits. The pierce of the blades is instantaneous. Cold, yet white hot. Concentrated agony. And it begins. Reality imploding into pure energy. Sight and sound blur into something indistinguishable. The sheer force of life collapses upon itself. Existence is a vast wind, a deafening hum, a hue of jade cream. Then nothing. But that's the moment when Archimorus and Saint Victor kill Shiro and unleash the... Is it the Jade Wind? What is it called again? That the thing that that petrified the Echoveld Forest and froze the Jade Sea. Library book, God. Just a City Tengu, a story of comeuppance in New Kaining. This award-winning memoir details the life of a down-on-her-luck Tengu who opens the very first archery-themed tavern in New Kaining City. From a quick skim of the pages, the archery-themed tavern seems to be the least interesting part of the gripping page-turner. Okay.
That Jar Rider, Snaffle.
Oh wow, that's a lot of books. The importance of reading in the Age of the Dragon. Ask any of Kanta's most influential figures the secret to their success, and you'll likely receive the conventional responses on an early bedtime, a healthy diet, and if they're the epitome of overachievement, an exercise regimen. But one surprising thread of commonality connects vivacious entertainers and high-performing athletes to the most apt scientific minds of this generation, a love of reading. Take, for example, Kanta's notorious inventor and entrepreneur, Lady Yu Jun. When asked how she spends her precious free time, she immediately listed family time and reading. Unsurprisingly, she cited scientific literature as one of her go-to genres, but she does also declare a love for, of all things, biographies of professional fighters, okay, who dominate the field of hand-to-hand combat. A poster child for interdisciplinary study if ever there was one. Many pages are peppered with small holes, which appear to be the work of peckish. Okay. Oh, peckish bookworms. Seems they've taken the book message to heart. Carnivorous carpentry. Sadly, the text on this ancient tomb is so faded it's illegible. Far overdue to be removed from circulation. A shame, considering the intriguing nature of the premise. I guess. I only have eyes for Moo. Chapter 1. Oh, Snargle Glowclaw. Chapter 1. Wild Nights and Forbidden Delights in Echofold. Chalmu. A mossy voice wafted its way through the stifling air of the Sapphire Sisterhood's hidden storage room. From beyond the cloak of shadow, its owner, a lush warden, stepped into view. Tantra Mooncall, leader of the local Shriekers gang. Her warden's limbs were strong, yet delicate her blooms. Ample. Okay. Tantra, did anyone see you? A rugged voice replied. Chalmu, leader of the Shriekers' prime rival, the Sapphire... Oh, is this guy like a Romeo and Juliet story? Stood rigidly in the moonlight. His tattooed, recently moisturized... What? Recently moisturized torso? Seemed to hypnotize Tantra's gaze. Okay, this is starting to get weird. I waited for the Sisterhood scouts to change watch for the night. Just like you said. Good. Oh Tantra, another minute without you, and I would have burst into Shrieker's folly for just a glimpse of you. Chalmu, you know our gangs can never find out about us. My Shriekers, your Sapphire Sisterhood, they'd never understand. We're rivals, I tell you. Rivals! Hey, Itonet, yeah, I don't know if you're in the stream or in the chat, Itonet, but I saw your message in Discord. What's up, dude? But her emphasis on the last word rang not as a warning in his ears, but a siren song for the longing buried deep within him. He threw his arms around her, pulling her trunk to his. Okay. His chiseled abdomen pressed against her rigid bark. Oh my god, this is weird. Till the light stinging pain of their combined friction faded to dull pleasure with each cadence undulation. What the hell? Oh Tantra. Oh Chalmu. Fuck. In the sap-sweet throes of their heightened pleasure, they failed to notice that the moonlight illuminating the room now found itself eclipsed by a shadowed figure. I see your evening visit extends beyond the comfort of my mansion, Tantra. Ooh, they got caught. No idea how a char is supposed to pilot Scruffy. Sure. Oh yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's a Snargle Gold Claw bestseller, I guess. Alright, so, let's continue. Hey, Punky! I barely saw your message. Well, they did say it's the other half of Gyala Delve, so... Yeah, I still have to discover what that half is, or what that half entails. Although I have seen that they've only added 3 points of interest, so... I was a little bit worried about that. Alright, charm them with this handy list of flirtation charms. Has the dating scene left you more jaded than an Echoville pit mine? Are your conversation starters doubling as conversation enders? Then you, my friend, have come to the right place. Our how-to guide takes a streamlined, no-nonsense approach to all things amorous. With our simple cheat sheet of easy-to-remember incantations, you can go from limp Noxie Bay fish to the alpha drake of your dating pool in no time. This is like a weird comparison to dating. An additional note to in exceptionally fine print reads, attempting and or successfully performing a libidinous incantation on unknowing or otherwise non-consenting parties is prohibited by Canton legal code. Enchantment Law 10921, Roman spells for the romantically inept, and affiliates are not responsible for the unlawful use of this guide, which is intended for our entertainment purposes only. Oh yeah, that... It would probably be difficult for Punky's char to fit into Scruffy. Alright, so... Wait, is there another one?
This is...
Smut. Yes. Mr. Goldclaw gave me a whole bundle for the library.
Is it,
Is there more here?
good smut at least?
No. Wait, am I missing a book? Oh, is there upstairs? There probably are others upstairs.
Imagine if the public got a hold of this. Pure chaos. Oh, it's so exciting.
Oh, there we go. Commander, this place... I don't want to talk to you. The rise of Raikou Murakami. What would today constitute Raikou Murakami's rise to power began materializing during... That name sounds familiar. Through the year 1073. It was during this time that Raikou, aided by her nephew Ashu, tapped into the fears of the Canton public consciousness. And what was ailing the nation at this time was, of course, a very serious, very threatening public health crisis, the affliction. Oh yeah, that was the catastrophe when Shiro got killed. Using her outspoken position on the affliction and its negative run-up into Canton society, Raikou was able to garner increasing support, solidifying both Raikou and Ashu as public figures. It's no coincidence that at about the same time Raikou began ascending the ranks of the Ministry of Flame. However, her time with the ministry would be ultimately short-lived. She grew more vocal and disillusioned by what she deemed various flaws plaguing the organization. Citing various grievances ranging from bureaucratic ineptitude to complete negligence of national welfare, Raikou concluded that a new ministry was needed to right the wrongs of the previous establishment. And in 1077, Raikou brought this very dream to fruition. She established the Ministry of Purity. Okay. There are a lot of books here, holy shit. The Sower's Almanac. Due to an unprecedented rise in the seasonal rainfall, the quarters per capita output of the rutabaga crop plummeted a whopping 16% from the previous year. Adjusting for subsidies aimed at incentivizing the mass production of coriander. Your eyes glaze over as you skim pages upon pages of incomprehensible records of harvest yields over the last several... Oh, that sounds so fucking boring.
Ludwig's Anthology
Oh,
of
Gorrik
Word
Bookworm.
Spells, a beginner's guide to casting, disabling, and basic incantation. Sounds promising.
Think there's anything on sealing incantations?
Probably, but we'll still need some guidance. Time to pester Valeria again.
Alright, so, okay, a beginner's guide to casting, disabling, and basic incantation. From those who are just beginning their spellcasting journey to those who are looking for an accessible review of word spell basics, Ludwig strives to be the go-to reference material for all manner of casting, disabling, and incantation. Since his own spellcasting journey began nearly 200 years ago, Tobias Ludwig sought to dedicate his life to the study of word spells and their application. Ultimately, this pursuit grew to include what Ludwig would eventually refer to as his life's calling teaching. Ludwig's introduction to word spells was as humble as his roots. After putting in an exhausting day's work on his family's farm, he and his twin brother, Elias, would retire to the barn and blow off steam the way siblings do best, smacking each other senseless. It was these formative years of roughhousing that gave Ludwig ample opportunity to test out his spellcasting skills. Elias proved a worthy and more than willing opponent, and since Tobias had no desire to cause actual damage to his brother, not to mention that their mother would have been furious, protection wars became his personal favorites. Hard to imagine that sibling roughhousing would get the ball rolling on what would eventually become some of the most groundbreaking developments and magical defensive work of the modern age. You love the reading, Punky, I know you do. You love a good reading stream. Apparently so. Yeah, maybe Goldclaw is the final boss. He would probably be very dangerous. He would bore you to death with his books. You don't like lore? I love lore. Especially when it's good lore. And these kind of books, they're like tiny details, you know?
Wait, this book. This is...
Smut. Yes. Mr. Goldclaw gave me a whole bundle for the library.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not for everyone, I guess. Yeah, but it has to be good lore, right? You can also give crappy lore. Alright, return to Valeria, what you have found.
Oh, welcome back, bookworms. Oh, is that Ludwig's anthology?
It is.
That's a classic. Try anything out yet?
We have...
Why is he all the way there? That's a bug, right?
Don't beat yourself up. This takes years to master.
Time is a luxury we don't have.
You won't become experts overnight, but with a simple spell and a competent teacher, you might pull it off.
How free is the rest of your day looking?
I'm flattered, but this is above my skill level. You'd be better off asking the steward at the Historical Society. She managed to disable wards on some Zuhelzer relics. Not sure if she can cast or not, but she's a great resource.
Meet with Historical Society Steward in Arborstone's command quarters for helping deciphering the cryptic text. Okay. Oh yeah, there. It's been a long time since we've been in that room. I feel like last time was just before we were doing the Dragon's End final mission. Alright, go! You're a wizard, Rama. I mean, he's sure something special, that's alright.
brings you to me today? I am a steward of truth and research for the preservation of Kurzik history.
We're new to casting sealing wards, but it's, not going great.
How did you come into possession of an ancient sealing ward? They're highly uncommon.
It was, passed down to me by my uncle. A real jerk of an uncle. By marriage, no relation. But I want to learn how to use it, and Valeria said you're the person to talk to.
Oh, she's very kind. Though, I mainly practice in disabling wards. But some basic sealing work shouldn't be a problem.
Let the steward know when you are ready to begin training. We're gonna learn magic. Wait, is this Hogwarts all of a sudden?
Now, you'll want to speak clearly, with intent. Visualize your desired outcome.
Sounds like Hogwarts.
I seal this pass before me. 2 worlds, once whole, divide, and...
Oh, wait. Dude, what are you doing?
Strong.
More?
Your delivery is a bit stiff. Say it as if the voices of all your ancestors who mastered this art now speak through you.
I'll try to do that.
I don't think so.
Okay. Clearly with intent. Whew. Visualize.
Come on, Rama, you can do it.
I seal this pass before me. 2 worlds, once whole, divide. Withstand all wandering evils, and guard what lies inside.
Good.
Refreshing.
Now, you'll need to assist your friend. To bring the ritual to completion, you must arrange each conjured orb in the shape of the rune you're casting.
Okay.
Refresh. Urge to kill rising.
There.
To kill rising.
Okay, now what?
That's it! Oh, you did splendidly. And to think, you've only just started out.
It actually worked. We're not a bad team, Commander.
True.
Well, I think we're ready to go take this one out for a spin. Thanks for your help.
Oh, that's the
My
rune?
pleasure. Blood relatives or not, I'm sure your uncle would be terribly proud of you.
Don't know about that. Though he was actually helpful, for once. In an unintentional sort of way.
Alright.
What's next?